Hi and welcome to another episode of Topic of the Week. For this week we are gonna discuss the topic of women in Warhammer. And there have not been as much of videos out yet as for the other subject, and I think it's because this subject is very interesting and require a lot more deep thoughts than the other previous topic. Nothing bad about them, but you think about them a lot, you often have an opinion about them and stuff like that. But now we actually have a question that is very hard to answer. It's a lot of thinking requirement to answer it. So I'm gonna go with the videos I have seen is of course Vince, and he discussed a little bit about bro code and stuff like that, and I think yeah, it certainly can be that way, especially I think whenever if you are in a place with a lot of guys, certain codes are developed. If you are with a lot of girls, certain another codes are developed. And I think that's really unavoidable. Only thing you can do is get them more mix in the company to actually do something about that. So, and then Skeleton Key, or Skeleton Flower, I think his name is new to it. Discuss something about not all women are represented. It's only naked psycho chicks on high heels running around, and you cannot really, or girls cannot really identify with them. And I pretty much agree on that too. My solution is actually pretty much the same as those previous speakers. It's to get more awesome looking female models in armies. I would also love to see, as they have in 40k, an all female army. Sisters of Battle. I don't know if it really, I tried to look up statistic and stuff like that, but I couldn't find anything to support that Sister of Battle have done anything for the female community in the 40k. But I think actually they are in the same boat as Britannia. They are an old army that is never getting any attention, and they are useless on the battlefield. So I guess that could be a reason why nobody plays them, because I think their models, they are awesome looking, and you can really see they look like it doesn't look like Fortizay, for example, the Witch Elf or Dark Elf and stuff like that. Just look more normal, so to say. So what I would see, as I told you, something in Warhammer Fantasy, like an Amazon army or an Valkyrian army. Valkyrian is all female Norse men warriors. That would be really nice to see in the wargaming. Also in the armies, they should follow it up with putting more female units in armies. For example, Empire doesn't have any. I don't think Dwarf have any either. What more do we have? We have Chaos doesn't have any female character, I don't think. So that's a solution. But I think also, if we're gonna talk about women in Warhammer, we need to talk about the most awesome god in the whole game, Lady of the Lake. And well, I have hard time understanding how I even win any single games with my Britannians, and I cannot imagine how I would ever win without having the blessing. For me it seems like an impossible task. So I think the blessing of the lady have saved my ass so many times. my fellow dwarf friends. It's giving up on taking cannons because I just taking my ward shave and pretty much immune to cannonballs and stuff like that. So good are the blessing saves. And we also have the damsels and prophecies, of course. And we cannot win without blessing and magic. So Britannia are pretty much in need of having female character in their army. That doesn't go for a lot of other armies. The other topic was women in our life, things about the game. And actually, a woman I meet, and I tell them that I painted this small miniature soldier, basically think I'm a geek, and they doesn't understand how I can sit around playing with small soldier and pushing them around the board and stuff like that. I have met some girls who play the game, but it's a small minority of the player base who is girls, and I think Games Workshop have a big potential, because if you look at video gaming, for example, a big population is female. Another manga, for example, is another stuff that the female population is also very big. So I think if Warhammer would go a little bit more about fixing a cool female army, some cool female units, so girls can really identify with and maybe want to see on the board, it would be really great. We could actually have some more girls in our gaming group, and that would, if to say, it get equal amount between girls and boys, and we increase that number of girls, then the sales for Games Workshop will increase with 100% almost, if you can get as much of girls into the game as guys. So I think it would be a very wise business move for Games Workshop to actually make some cool representative female character. And that's basically what I think about this. If you have any opinions about this, feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I see you around.